Good evening, united cells of the immune system, to tonight's first and final debate in this year's presidential election. Please welcome Barack O-B-Cell and Mitt Killer T-Cell Romney. Now, Mr. President, the first question is for you. What will you do to boost the immune system, and how will this result in more jobs for the white blood cells?
Well, before I get started, Candy, I just want to say one thing. As you all know, today is my anniversary with my beautiful wife, Michelle. But I must say, Governor, you're looking very pretty this evening.
Well, thank you, Mr. President, for that compliment, and I'd also like to say you're looking a bit pale. Is everything okay?
Well, Governor, I am a white blood cell.
Makes sense.
United cells of the immune system, my plan is to make the 1% do a little bit more. We need to ask these dendritic cells to do their fair share and play an active role in promoting an antibody response.
Of course you would go there with the 1%, always attacking the 1%.
Now, Governor, just let me speak, Governor.
Okay.
Now, Governor, just let me speak. You'll have your turn.
You know, that it's
just
not right.
Just let me speak, Governor. Just let me speak. You'll have your turn, Governor.
Okay.
Thank you. I have a great working relationship with these dendritic cells, and I've always welcomed their antigens with open B-cell receptors. But the truth is, if these APCs, these dendritic cells, just perform their rightful duties, then our entire immune system, adaptive and innate, will unite to create jobs and eliminate the threats of illness and disease.
Now, Candy, let me just say something here. This isn't about the 1%. This is about jobs and regulation. These B cells want more and more regulation. Barack O-B-Cell here needs 10 to 20 receptor bindings to become activated.
That's right, I do.
You know what? T helper cells also need 20 to 40 receptor bindings. That just isn't right.
There's nothing wrong with that.
I only need 1 to 2 receptor bindings. We need a quick response, gosh darn it. We have enough regulation. We don't have time for the cross-linking that you do. We need to deregulate, deregulate, deregulate.
And what do you think of that, Mr. President?
There you go again, Governor. Always talking about deregulation. But every scientist will tell you that regulation is very important for the immune system.
Who are these scientists? The ones that believe in global warming?
Yes, Governor. Those scientists. The same ones who believe in evolution, too.
And your response, Mr. Governor?
Candy, let me just say this. The president's antibody response is weak on viruses.
Ask Osama bin Influenza if I'm weak on viruses.
We need to stop appeasing these endogenous pathogens and attack so that we can get this immune system functioning again. We have fewer cells working today than when the president took office. We have all these cytochrome C sitting at home in the ETC, begging to get back to work in the apoptosome factories. But the president here doesn't want to invest in small businesses like apoptosomes. I, on the other hand, do.
Governor, cytochrome C proteins are not immune cells. Corporations are not people, my friend.
This is about jobs, Mr. President. 47% of our cells are infected with intracellular pathogens, and they are just sucking away at our resources. We need to slash their benefits and induce apoptosis. We need to get the apoptosome small businesses thriving again. The cells of the immune system deserve to see the blebbing of the membrane, flipping of the phosphatidylserine, and degradation of DNA.
Now, Killer T, are you sure you want to bring up the whole 47% thing again?
Oh, well, I didn't realize you were recording this. Security, grab that tape from him, please. Thank you.
And we're back. And now some final thoughts from our candidates. Mr. President, why should the united cells of the immune system re-elect you? And Mr. Governor, what makes you qualified to be president of the united cell system?
I've come a long way since I began developing in the bone marrow.
Mr. President, how could we be sure that you were actually born in the bone marrow? I mean, we still haven't seen your birth certificate yet.
Now, Governor, you're really starting to agitate
You know
me,
who's
Governor.
agitated? The cells of the immune system.
Now, Governor,
don't know where you're from.
Now, Governor, Candy, please.
Now, you cells,
Candy,
settle down.
Candy, please.
Settle down. We need to stay on topic. We're running out of time here.
I was raised and nurtured by the stromal cells, and they sent me down the path I continue to pursue today. I've never looked back since getting the FLT3, IL-7, and SCF signals, and I have no regrets. I successfully completed VJ and VDJ recombination.
I did also.
A feat not easily done.
I agree.
And I stood the test of the four fates, never binding to a self-antigen. As senator of the spleen, I collaborated with T cells in the primary focus and moved on to the germinal center where I underwent affinity maturation. I know what it takes to trigger an antibody response, and I know it works. Now is not the time to resort back to our old ways of CMI. No, we have to continue to possess hope.
Not blind optimism, not wishful thinking, but hope in the face of difficulty.
Well, I also matured while serving as governor of the thymus, and I'm ready to lead the immune system into a new era. Double negative, double positive to single positive. I did somatic recombination just as you did, Mr. President, and emerged as a CD8 positive T cell. As governor, we had gamma and delta T cells populating the epidermis.
Gamma and delta T cells, Governor? What do gamma and delta T cells do in the epidermis, Governor?
Well, now, the important thing here is that we really did get a lot done while I was governor. Under my administration, the body will fight using our cytotoxic T cells to sacrifice our own for the greater good. Those cells that have been infected have no use for us anymore. They are harboring more diseases. Now, I have a 5-point plan that will keep the foreign invaders out. My 5-point cytotoxic T lymphocyte mediated cytolysis plan is 1. Initial binding, 2. Strengthening, 3. Toxic hit, 4. Detach and recycle, and 5. Target cell death. Neutralization, opsonization, and complement activation are not enough.
Yes, they are, Governor.
No, Mr. President, we need a quick response. This is why I am here to be your president, so that cytotoxic T cells can take care of you.
He means kill you.
Thank you, Mr. President, and thank you, Mr. Governor. The united cells of the immune system have an important decision to make.
Well, I'd like to say again, thank you, Candy, for being such a great moderator tonight.
Thank you, Candy.
You're looking lovely tonight. I'd like to add in.
Really.
That jacket very suits you.
Thank you so much. Thank you very much for moderating.
Thank you, Candy.
No, thank you, Candy.
No, thank you.
Thank you.
Candy.
Thank you all so much for being here, and we'll see you next time. Candy Crawley signing off. Good night.
Obama Gundam Style. Gundam Style.
That's funny. Okay. Silly name.
Candy, please. Candy.
Are you sure you want to bring up the whole 47% thing again?
That was too much.
I'm sorry.